Ooh, let's go, Commanders fans. Just want to make a quick video in here. Just want to talk about Cam Sims and, of course, the Magic Johnson news. If you haven't heard, the Las Vegas Raiders signed Cam Sims to a one-year deal. Scott Turner is over there, too, as the pass game coordinator. So, there's some familiarity there. But just want to give Cam Sims a shout-out, man, for, there was like people say the Heineke Hive. There was definitely a Cam Sims fan club for sure. Like when Cam Sims, whenever he would get released from the 53-man roster, a lot of people would be in my comments and disappointed and upset and all that. Whenever he didn't really get targets and stuff like that, people would be upset. A lot of people cheered for Cam Sims, were big fans of Cam Sims for sure. Now, I was a fan of his game too as well, but just the Marcus Kemp signing, I just knew when they signed him because, he played with the Chiefs, played under Eric Bieniemy and won the Super Bowl last year. And, Cam Sims was a special teams guy, and then Marcus Kemp's like 6'5" as well. I was just like, okay, yeah, they're bringing this guy in to replace Cam Sims. But Cam Sims, man, for him to be undrafted coming out of Bama, playing, with guys like Devontae Smith, Jerry, Judy, Henry Ruggs, even though he's locked up, Jalen Waddle. There was just a lot of guys he had to compete with for playing time. There's so many good receivers that came out of Alabama, so he was just, behind those guys, and he finally got his chance here. The preseason game against the Jets, the preseason game against the Ravens, where he had huge games. That Steelers game where he had the one-handed catch, where we beat the Steelers on Monday Evening Football. The screen pass that he caught and ran for like 60 yards, caught that from Alex Smith. The 3-catch, 110-yard game against the Giants with Alex Smith. He had his best connection really with Alex Smith. Him mossing Trayvon Diggs. That was from Taylor Heineke, where Heineke just tossed it up to him and gave him a chance. And Cam Sims mossed Trayvon Diggs. He was teammates with Trayvon Diggs at Alabama as well. So, but yeah, shout out to Cam Sims, man. He had that one good year, 32 catches for 477 yards, 1 touchdown, longest catch for 50 yards. That was against the Steelers, or I think it was against the Giants. And he got better. He got better every year. The more opportunities he got, the better he got, man. We had a really rough wide receiver core with like Dontrell Inman, Isaiah Wright, and Cam Sims basically was our wide receiver number 2 that season. He really was. It was Terry McLaurin and Cam Sims, and that was basically it, to be honest with you. He stepped up when we needed him to step up. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy he gets another opportunity. I want to, hopefully he gets more targets. He's going to be playing with Jimmy G as his quarterback, so I don't expect his numbers to really skyrocket, but I do think he definitely could have got some more opportunities here in DC and more targets. He only had 8 catches for 89 yards last year, and I get it. We got Terry, Jahan, and Curtis and Diami, so he was the 5th guy basically on the depth chart, or 6th guy. So I get it, So it is what it is, but I wish him the best. So just updating you guys on Cam Sims, because I know a lot of people are huge Cam Sims fans, and he made the team just really basically all special teams and fought his way back on the roster after being released that 2020 season. So he was a guy that just digged and fought hard to make the roster. So I have nothing but good things to say about Cam Sims, and I'm happy for him signing with the Raiders. All right, so let's transition to the Magic Johnson news here. This is from Eben Novi Williams. He says Magic Johnson has joined the Josh Hariss group bidding on the Washington Commanders. Johnson has ownership with experience with the Dodgers, the Sparks, and the LAFC team, the soccer team, and was part of Harris's bid for the Broncos where they lost. I think the guy who bought the Broncos, he owns Walmart or something like that, so he's just swimming in money. So yeah, this is good news. I mean, and he could be the face, because a lot of people are saying Josh Hariss is not the most charismatic guy. Of course, Magic Johnson, $1 billion smile, the Showtime Lakers. Of course, you saw the documentary on HBO. I mean, we know how Magic Johnson is a 5-time champion. You can argue he's the best point guard to ever play the game of basketball. #1 pick. He did that sky hook in the playoff game. I remember that, to win when he was a rookie. Him and Kareem, Kurt Rambis, all those guys. AC. I'm forgetting his name, blanking on his name, but you guys already know the Showtime Lakers. So, I mean, this guy, and he has Magic Johnson Theater in Largo, Maryland. So he already has a couple businesses in the DMV area. Was in the front office with the Lakers. He's the one that called it. He did say that the Lakers were going to get Anthony Davis. They ended up getting Anthony Davis. He did say that a couple times. I remember he said that on First Take, and they ended up getting Anthony Davis. They ended up winning the bubble championship. Say what you want about the bubble championship, but they did win a championship. So I mean, this would be good for him to do that. I mean, and then you look at, just reading the article here, Irvin Magic Johnson has joined the bidding for the Washington Commanders as part of a group led by the 76ers and Devils co-owner Josh Hariss. According to multiple people familiar with negotiations, the former NBA star and notable sports investor was also part of Harris's failed bid for the NFL team, the Denver Broncos last year. He's providing both money and expertise to the Commanders' bid. Said the people who were granted anonymity because the details are private. The group is one of a handful still in talks with current owner Dan Snyder, who is exploring a possible sale amid numerous accusations and investigation into financial impropriety and a hostile work environment done by Daniel Snyder. It's unclear how much capital Johnson is contributing to the group. A representative for Hariss declined to comment. Johnson didn't immediately respond to a text message about it. Hariss, co-founder of Apollo Global Management, is worth $7.3 billion, according to Bloomberg. His sports portfolio includes Hariss Blitzer Sports Entertainment. Okay, so yeah, you guys basically get the vibes here and the gist. The NFL has just a handful of black minority owners, so that would be good for that. Of course, there was a report about Michael Jordan possibly being interested by the Commanders, or being a part of an ownership group, including John Stallworth in Pittsburgh and work done in Atlanta. And the league has faced increased pressure in recent years to diversify its ranks. Magic Johnson is 63 years old. He's a Fanatics board member and an investor in the WNBA Los Angeles Sparks. So it would be pretty cool, man. It'd be pretty cool. So I think a lot of people are just saying this is going to be done pretty soon, man. It's going to be done by the weekend. So we'll see what happens there. Josh Hariss, like I said, he's not the most charismatic guy. So Magic Johnson, he come out and talk. Dan Snyder wasn't charismatic at all. He was just socially weird. The whole Happy Thanksgiving jokes and stuff like that. Just not a people person at all. And Magic Johnson certainly would be that guy for sure. And I definitely think he would bring some more. And when the Commanders finally get a new stadium, I think he would definitely bring some good ideas to that as well. So and ownership and stuff like that. And then also Josina Anderson, she said something about the Commanders being aggressive, or that they should be aggressive about bringing in a quarterback. I thought that was an interesting tweet there. I don't know if she knows something or is hearing things. Yeah, she said new ownership for the Commanders should not need a season to determine. Everything starts with having an elite franchise quarterback, and that everything should be done to imminently acquire the most elite option available. The goal is the Super Bowl every year, not to waste time. So the only elite quarterback that's left out there, honestly, is Lamar Jackson. Everybody's been signed. Everybody's been traded for. Aaron Rodgers, most likely going to the Jets. So where there's some smoke, there's some fire there. I don't see us getting Lamar Jackson, but the fact that she just came out there and tweeted that, she may know something. So I'm just ended there. All right, you guys. Hail the Commanders. Peace.